37. Um, just kind of want again, just sharing some stuff that's on my heart before I lay it down. Um, I hope the quality is good. I don't know, my lighting isn't that good, and I'm waiting to get a ring light. Um, a ring light. So bear with me in my dim lighting. Let me tell you guys, the past since Sunday, Monday, the past 2 days, yeah, they have been full of a lot of emotions and hurt and pain and sorrow and disgust and resentment. It's like, out of transparency, we really have to be careful who we let in our space. And I'm gonna just speak from a perspective of my experience because I can tell you what to do. But also, I feel like in this transparency, I can share with you guys why we shouldn't do it. Because it could, I'm gonna say this: what we want isn't always what we need, and what we need isn't always what we want. If I can give advice to myself today, I will say endure. Whatever that emotion that you're dealing with, Cortasia, that's uncomfortable, feel it. Don't make any irrational decisions based off the uncomfortability. Understand that from that uncomfortability, you are actually growing. You are getting better. You are not going to old vices that left you empty. But in that uncomfortability, you are being filled. You are being pruned. You are being cleansed. Um, I really just want to kind of let off some emotions that I'm feeling, some desires. Like I met someone, like the situation I'm in now, it's like it's not worth it. Like it's not worth the identity crisis. It's not worth that my good be not being good enough. It's not worth forgetting my identity when God has already revealed to me who I am and whose I am. Sometimes, like, low self esteem will have you start putting your identity in people who don't have one or who don't know theirs yet. And that will leave you always in question, always feeling like you're coming up short, always feeling like it's not good enough. In reality, God had told me, and I told God, I was like, Lord, I have nothing in me to give you but brokenness. And he said, like, that's good enough for me. Like, I could work with that. That's what he said. I can work with that. Only if I understood that my brokenness, my fragments of my life that I made from trauma based decisions, and knowing that there's better in listening and being obedient, I wouldn't have made him. But I will say, by the grace of God, I'm going to get through this season as well, and I'm going to come back stronger. Like the enemy, he's super strategic. Like he'll bring someone who's seeking, but not necessarily seeking for what you're seeking for. Not necessarily what your heart's desires, especially if God is forming your heart to his. They see your light They will gravitate to it. It's almost like a mosquito when it sees like a bright light, it gravitates to it. It has no intention of being the light, just getting some of what it's attracted to. It's just like, they, I'm trying to be nice because I'm very disappointed in the fact that honestly, I've sold myself short. I sold myself short. I sold myself short. That's really what happened. I thought what I wanted was what I needed, and that was far from it. And I almost stooped to a level the Lord has elevated me from. And I'm saying, like, from here to here. Like, it is not like me boosting myself up or anything. It's really like realizing that God's choices is better for me. I don't want to make any more decisions in my life without Him. That's with people, that's with loving, that's with feeling, that's with growing, that comes with, it comes with any, like, whatever it comes with. I don't want God absent from it. Like, no, I literally had to tell someone, like, hey, as much as I would love to make this move to forget about you and not be in this place of pain, and all in the while they this is what they were doing. Like, the Lord is so, he knows what's his well. So I said, hey, as much as I would love to, like, just go deal with someone else to not feel what I feel towards you, it's not gonna exclude the fact that I'm in pain. Like, after I deal with this person, I'm still painful and might end up still being bothered with you. I literally apologized for telling the truth that no one else was willing to give to this person. I gave this truth out of emotion, but it was necessary for this person to hear it. Like, I'm so disappointed in myself, y'all. I'm in a place where I will never, I mean, never sell myself this short again. I don't ever want my daughter to, or my son to feel like they have to minimize themselves or dim their light to make someone feel better. If I have to dim myself, then that means you weren't meant to be light. Only my light was just to expose who you were. I'm just like really in a place, you guys, where I would rather endure than deal with whatever I feel like will lead to temporary comforts, whatever will lead to temporary happiness, because it's not joy. I'm just really over settling, selling myself short, selling God short. It's not even about me. I'm literally like undoing, I can't undo what He's done, but literally opening old wounds because I'm thinking my way is better. Delusional. That's delusion. That is deception. Thinking I can do life without God just because He gave me a little bit of His joy. And a little is a lot when it's pertaining to Him. A little bit of His peace. A lot of His peace. His peace, where there's a little or a lot, it's sufficient. I just want to encourage you all to endure. That it's hard, but it's okay to feel what you're feeling, even if it's uncomfortable. Endure. You will, let's say, it will bring someone around you who will make you forget who you are. make you feel like you not good enough, all because their identity is misconstrued. There, and let me tell you guys, let me tell you ladies something. It's better to have a man, this is for male or female who's watching this. It is better to have someone who Christ knows versus who's getting to know Christ. And I'm going to say it's better to have someone who Jesus knows versus someone who's getting to know Jesus. Especially if you love him with all your heart, all your mind, all your soul, all your strength. It's better to pursue someone who Jesus knows versus someone who's getting to know Jesus. Because that means he doesn't have the person who's getting to know him, he doesn't have their heart fully. Their heart is still in a place where it's willing to be deceived and unsurrendered. It's still in a place where their choices are idols, their preferences are idols, versus someone who Jesus knows. Their desires are more aligned with his. Their heart is starting to beat like his. Their thoughts are starting to align with his. Their mouths, oh my gosh, speak life more than death. Speak love more than hate. It is better. Though this is not the all in all, but I will say it is better to know someone who Jesus knows versus someone who is getting to know Jesus. And I'm just saying that with the purest intent of just like, hear me out. Because that person who's getting to know Jesus still doesn't have the full comprehension and understanding of what it's like to be selfless, what it's like to be surrendered, what it's like to be humble, what it's like to be accountable. Those people are, and not to say he won't complete. If he is, I don't know, maybe they're trying it out to see if it's good enough for them. But a person who Jesus knows, they realize that, hey, this is good enough for me, suffering and all. I just wanted to kind of give you guys this journal 47, I think. I just wanted to kind of share a little bit what's on my heart because I am like utterly disgusted. Not with anyone but myself, because I sold myself so short and settled. Don't ever settle. If God is holding you to an expectation, who cares what people think? Let their demons get agitated around you. That's in the hopes of them almost getting free. They might get free. They might get so agitated with their demons, now they're to the place where they have to go to the Lord to ask for help because of who lives in you, who rules your life, who rules your heart, who rules your mind. That's why they're agitated by every time you come around. It seems like they're like annoyed with your presence. It's not you, it's their demons. It's their demons. They can't take the fact that Jesus lives in you. And their demons have so much of a control over their lives that they have made friends with them and found comfort in them. So I just wanted to kind of share that with you guys. And I love you and I thank you for listening to me. Good night.